Hello, friends. So there's this funny series of jokes about Lieutenant Rzhevsky. Oh, well, they're kind of dirty, but damn, they're funny. So the lieutenant comes up to Natasha, to introduce himself. Natasha says to him, "I've heard, Lieutenant, that you're such a terrible pervert. That's it. I won't talk to you about anything." Lieutenant, "They're lying? All of them are lying? How am I terrible? I'm so cheerful. I'm so handsome." That's how it is. He knows how to do it right. Anyway, all right, moving on. So the lieutenant walks into the parlor where the ladies are, and he says, "Ladies," he says, "yesterday I tried such a delicious pastry. You won't believe it. It's called something like petu kozran." And the ladies are like, "Well, maybe you mean a croissant?" That's it. Yes, 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 croissant, croissant. That's how it is. All right, moving on. So Lieutenant Rzhevsky and Natasha are rowing in a boat. So Natasha is looking at the swan and says, "Wow, what beautiful swans. I wish I could become a swan." Meanwhile, the lieutenant is searching for something in the water. All right, moving on. Natasha looks, there are deer. She says, "Wow, deer, I wish I could become a doe." The lieutenant keeps searching for something in the water. Natasha is already getting annoyed. She says to the lieutenant, "What are you all looking for over there?" "Crayfish," he says. "Crayfish. Where are the crayfish?" That's the whole thing. Oh, all right. Another joke. So the general suddenly wakes up in the dead of the night in his own bed and shockingly sees the lieutenant with his wife right there. So the general, quite bewildered, goes, "What exactly is this peculiar situation?" And the lieutenant, with a calm and reassuring tone, says, "General, you are undoubtedly dreaming, merely dreaming. Please just go back to a peaceful sleep." So the general then slowly turns over to the other side of his bed, still pondering the strange encounter. "Oh, damn," he says, "a dream again, the same dream for 2 weeks straight." Or all right. So the general walks into a restaurant, and there Rzhevsky is already partying hard, just going all out. There's champagne flowing like a river, ladies everywhere. So he comes up to him and says, "This is an expensive restaurant." He says, "I love restaurants, but I can't come here very often." "But you're a regular here. How do you manage that on your salary?" "My salary is only enough to go to a restaurant maybe once or twice a month. That's it." "So how do you pull it off?" Rzhevsky says, "Well, it's simple." He asks, "Where do you put your money? Your salary?" The general says, "Well, what do you mean, where?" "I give it to my wife. Then my wife gives me back a portion of that money, and I can go to a restaurant with it." So Rzhevsky says, "Well, you're doing everything right. You just need to learn how to communicate properly with your wife. You need to come up to her from behind, gently hug her, kiss her on the neck, maybe tickle her behind the ear, and then ask her for money. She'll give you a lot of money, and you'll be able to go out every day." So the general did exactly that. He comes up to his wife from behind, just like Rzhevsky taught him, hugs her, gently caresses her behind the ear. And the wife says, "Lieutenant, out of money again?" Well, that's an old joke. Probably everyone knows it, right? Well, okay, here's another joke. So an experienced ladies' man is sharing with Rzhevsky how to properly woo women. So he says, "Just imagine there's a woman walking by with a little dog, a lap dog like that. And well, first you need to come up, pet the dog, talk to her about the dog, then talk about her walk, and then about the weather, and only after that about all your business, whatever it is you want. That's it." So the lieutenant, now properly and thoroughly trained, sees a truly attractive lady gracefully walking by with a rather small, fluffy lap dog. He walks up to her and just blurts out,